Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel SS Analysis. First of all, I would like to tell you that if you're watching this video first time, subscribe my channel to see my more upcoming videos on analysis of different commodities and equity indices. And second important thing is to watch this video till its end to understand this solely to take your decision. Your one like will motivate me to be regular in working hard for you. So let us start the day to analyze the movements of natural gas futures in a 50-year time frame here. So here you can see that how the natural gas futures started this week with a gap up opening well at the levels of $4.135 from where the natural gas futures continued to remain in a range bound manner before testing a high at the levels of 4.209 on January 10. Since then, we have seen a sharp slide in natural gas futures. Then the natural gas futures continued to test a low on January 10 at the lowest 3.976 from where we have seen a sharp recovery on the same day. So here I would like to tell you that in my last video I mentioned that the action starts at 7 a.m. So here I predicted that on January 10 we could see a sharp volatile move between 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. So the same move was there when the natural gas futures tested a high at the 4.209 and a low at the 3.976 and finally recovered from the lower levels. So this looks evident enough for a sharp recovery that could appear shortly if the natural gas futures defend this immediate support at 200 days moving average, which is currently at the levels of 4.055. Friends, here you can see that how the natural gas futures have been trading under selling pressure on January 11. So here you can see that today the natural gas futures found stiff resistance at the levels of 4.132 from where we have seen a sharp downward move where the natural gas futures have finally found a strong base at the levels of 4, which is a psychological support, especially when the natural gas futures found a breakout well above this psychological resistance. This psychological resistance has turned into a psychological support now. So friends, here you can see that finally after the formation of this base here at the levels of the 4, the natural gas futures have started to make a sharp upward move where I find that the immediate resistance is at the levels of the 4.074 and the next resistance will be at the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which is currently at the levels of 4.127. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a system move well above the upper end of Ichimoku cloud in the 50-year time frame, we'll see once again the natural gas futures could try to test the levels of 4.2. So friends, here I find that shortly we'll see the natural gas futures could find a breakout well above the previous resistance at the levels of 4.2. So here I find that if the natural gas futures are not able to find a breakout here, undoubtedly we could see the same downward move from these levels. Then the natural gas futures could take a sharp downward move well up to the levels of 3.934 from where we could find a strong bounce back in today's move. So friends, here my trading zone for today will be from 7 a.m. to 12 a.m. So here I find that between this zone the natural gas futures could see extreme volatility, and here I find that if the natural gas futures find a system move well above the levels to the 4.224, we'll see a sharp upward move up to the levels of 4.5 up to this weekly closing, because on Thursday we are going to have the announcement of weekly inventory where the withdrawal could be higher, approx 53 billion cubic feet. That could be supportive for the natural gas bulls. And here I find that during the mid of January, fresh cold blast could be there that could continue to keep natural demand extremely strong. So friends, here I find that the natural gas futures could continue to find an extremely volatile move. So friends, here I find that if the natural gas futures find a system move well above the levels of the 4.2, the next resistance will be at the levels of the 4.272 and the third resistance will be at the levels of the 4.337. And here a breakout well before the announcement of weekly inventory will continue this uptrend in natural gas futures, because currently we are trading well above the 200 days moving average. So here you can see that how in a 50-year time frame the 9 days moving average has turned upward, and shortly we will find this to cross the 200 days moving average. That could be supportive for natural gas futures. So here I find that any downward move well up to the lowest dollar 3.934 will provide a good opportunity to go long with a stop loss at the lowest dollar 3.856 and my target could be up to the lowest dollar 4.336. Before the announcement of this weekly inventory, the natural gas futures could test these levels. So friends, now let us check this move in a daily time frame. So friends, here in a daily time frame here you can see that currently the natural gas futures have been hanging well above the 200 days moving average, which looks evident enough for the continuation of a breakout move. If the natural gas futures find a system move well above the lowest dollar 4.338, we'll see this uptrend to continue up to this weekly closing, where the natural gas futures could test the lower end of Ichimoku cloud in a daily time frame, which is currently at the lowest dollar 4.674, and the next target could be the upper end of Ichimoku cloud, which is currently at the lowest dollar 5, which is a psychological resistance from where a sell-off can be seen. If the natural gas futures try to cross this second psychological resistance at $5, we'll see some sell-off can be there. So friends, here in the daily time frame here you can see that the natural gas futures have been currently sustaining well above the 200 days moving average. That confirms a breakout shortly in the mid of January. The natural gas futures could try to test the lower end of Ichimoku cloud, which is currently at the lowest of the 4.676. So thank you friends, thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, don't forget to share this video with your more and more friends. Thank you.